Okay, I have a quick question to ask. For those that play this game, do any of y'all have a hard time beating up your favorite character? For example, I have a hard time beating up Bumblebee because, well, for explanation, many will not believe that this guy was like my childhood hero. You know how some people have like fictional characters as like something they looked up to as like a kid. I remember as a kid I grew up with Transformers, mainly the Bayverse. The first ever Transformers that I really ever seen was the first live action movie. So, yeah, that's I know the Bayverse gets a lot of shit because of certain reasons, but honestly, it's the one I grew up with, and honestly, I like their designs better than the G1 because it's more to look at. But I mainly grew up loving Bumblebee, and well, technically I shouldn't say grew up exactly because I'm 17, still technically a kid, but you get the idea. Like, I always have Bumblebee on my team. Bumblebee is like my favorite and always will be. But there's only one time in one of these fight areas that I wouldn't always have Bumblebee there, which is the arenas. I only have two Bumblebees. And I use five group of three. Two groups of Decepticons, three groups of Autobots. Bumblebee's only in two of those groups. So it means for the other three groups, I bet I'm not gonna have Bumblebee there, so I better hope. Bumblebee is not one of the opponents that I need to fight. Whenever he is, I choose the one I like the least, such as for the one Autobot group that I use, which is Hot Rod, Drift, and Hound. I let Bumblebee beat the hell out of Hound. And for the G1 Decepticons, I let Bumblebee beat the hell out of Soundwave. And for the Bayverse Decepticons, I let him beat the hell out of Grindor. The only time where I don't ever struggle to fight Bumblebee is if I have Bumblebee to go up against him. Basically, I go Bumblebee versus Bumblebee. So either way, Bumblebee wins. That's just how I've always went with it. Well, every now and then I'll have a whole fight with Barricade and Bumblebee. But most of the time I'll just let Bumblebee win. And, well, actually, that's only in the arenas. In the missions and other stuff, I have to beat up Bumblebee. But that's where I don't let it be Bumblebee versus Barricade. That's when it's Bumblebee versus Bumblebee. The same goes with G1 Bumblebee, too. I have a hard time beating him up as well. I really don't like, you can tell I really don't like fighting Bumblebee. I don't know if anyone else can, well, agree, I don't know, relate to that? That's the word I was looking for. For whatever reason, I couldn't think of the word relate. I don't know if anyone else can relate to it, but if you can, let me know or something. I don't know. If you can relate to it, let me know if you relate to me and of what character it is. Because for me, Bumblebee. Because for what if I could not freaking fight him unless I have Bumblebee to fight him. And the same goes with forging as well. I will not forge any of my Bumblebees. No matter how powerful I make my 4-star, I'm not going to forge my 3-star. Because this one has been with me, well, forever. This is a Bumblebee that's taken me through all of the main missions. Yeah, it was hard. Sometimes he got KO'd, but this is the one that's been riding with me for the whole game, mostly. So, of course, I don't want to forge him. He's been with me through it all. Why would I want to forge him after that? I can't see myself forging any of my Bumblebees. I do forge a lot of my bots, like saving them up and then forging them all in one sitting. I mainly try to get a 4-star of each bot, so I can use the 4-star and get rid of all the other stars. But if I don't have a 4-star, then I'll keep their 3-star. If I don't have their 3-star, I'll keep their 2-star. You get the picture. Kind of like how with Nemesis Prime and Megatronus, I believe he's down here. I don't have their 4 stars, so I'm keeping their 3 stars until then. All these other bots, I have their 4 stars. So yeah, that's how. Can you believe that I've been hunting for the 4-star, not exactly 4-star, but the G1 Bumblebee for the longest time, and the first one I get of him is his 4-star. That is amazing. Anyways, this is just something I wanted to say since I couldn't think of any other video to get out, and I haven't uploaded for about 2 or so weeks. So yeah, this is a pointless video. I do not know why I'm making it, but for those that do play this game, let me know if you can relate to what I'm saying.